All right, guys, welcome to the Grind30 podcast. We have Jared Gordon here and Sean Ryder. It's been a while since we recorded one. I think this might be number 3. We'll check it out when we upload it to YouTube, but we're going to get right to it. I think, Jared, what we're going to start with is we had a discussion the other week about making sure that clients' goals, whether they have more than one, and their actions align with those goals, and just making sure that they make sense. So I'm going to let you take off with that one, then I'll give you my thoughts on what happened and what we discussed as well.
All right. It's a long process to think where it is you want to end up. So I'll go something really, really basic. If you want to get your first strict pull-up, I know it's a big thing for a lot of females and a lot of guys and a lot of newer people. We offer several different scales for you guys to do those things. So one might be a ring row, one might be a banded pull-up, one might be something like we did today, Supper Saturday, where they put a band over the rig, threw a piece of PVC through it, and pulled down kind of like a lat pull-down machine. All awesome ways to help build your strength. So those are instituted with the end goal in mind that you want to get your first strict pull-up. So what I'm getting to is, if you don't have your first strict pull-up, but you want to learn how to butterfly, well, that's probably not the best route to go. I don't want to say you're wasting time, but you're misusing your time when it could be done building strength somewhere else. So we teach the kip. The kip translates to a toes to bar. It translates to a kipping pull-up. Those are dynamic movements, but it's still control over your body. Hollow to arch positions, things that are pretty prominent in gymnastics. That's a little different than a butterfly. So it's a matter of, again, prioritizing. What is it that you want to end with, and how are you going to get there? And if everything else along the way, like you're kind of looking at the scenery and that's distracting you, then it's not going to make a big difference. Let's add one more thing to that. And I have no clue what it was. Maybe as you talk, I'll come back to me here in a second.
I love the phrase, and I wrote it down here: misusing your time. That's definitely can be used in all aspects of life. We talk a lot about how people they don't have time to come to the gym, but yet they can go to a Globo Gym for 2.5 hours, and they don't have time to come to CrossFit, or they have time to watch their Netflix series for 8 hours on a weekend and binge watch, but they don't have time to come here for 60 minutes to 75 minutes. So when you're at the gym, if you're not in a hurry to go home, we would definitely want you guys to hang out and talk with your friends here. But, we have the space to let you guys do your mobility stuff at the end. We have the space, as long as it's not a big class, for you to do that extra pull-up work that Jared has. So don't misuse your time. We all have the same amount of time. We all have, different priorities, sure. And some of us have families at home and things like that. And you guys have kids and whatnot. But, take an audit of your time in the gym and take an audit of your time at home, and make sure that you're, figure out where you're wasting time and what you're using your valuable time on, some of the things that you shouldn't be focusing on. But to go back to the original question, the goal alignment is, it got brought up because we have a client that, and I think a lot of people are in this boat where they want to lose weight. Okay. You want to lose weight. The same client has the goal of increasing their squat. Okay, let's keep it simple here. If you want to lose weight and you want to increase your squat, when you squat more, when you lift more weight more often, what happens to your body? You want to eat more. You have to eat more. You have to fuel your workouts. So how are you going to lose weight when your body is telling you, feed me? Okay, can you lose weight and get stronger? Sure, but most of you are general population clients. You're here for health and wellness. Which one of those goals, for most of you, I would say 90% of you, which one of those goals is more important? Losing weight or taking your squat from 135 pounds to 150 pounds? Which one will increase your health and wellness? We have the base of the pyramid out there. It's nutrition. Okay, we have a couple different options for you to change those habits and educate yourself on those habits with Lori Bales and Bok Chow and just some of our coaches doing macro counting. And there's plenty of resources, RP Strength online. Figure out which one's more important. Personal example, 3-4 years ago, I wanted to build a business. I also wanted to compete at regionals. It took me a long time. It took me 2.5, 3 years. Even up until last year, I was still hoping that I could try and make regionals. That was at the detriment to letting my business grow and succeed. I had to look at those two things, business goals, personal competition, regional goals, and weigh and prioritize which one was more important to me. And once I figured that out, which one was better for me in the long run, I put all my chips in the center. I went all in with the business goals. Does that mean my fitness has faltered? No. It just means I've taken a couple steps back on my training, and it's actually been better for me personally. I feel better. I've been working out better. I'm doing better in the open workouts anyways. So prioritize, figure it out. Go all in on the one that is your highest priority.
Yeah. Good way to put that in perspective too. Same. I'm still kind of in that same boat with Sean as far as being a competitive athlete for a long period of time. It's hard for me to let go of things. Make a long story short, when I was a senior in high school, had several full rides waiting on me for track to go to Penn State, to go to Pitt and run on a full scholarship. Tore my hamstring probably 5th week of the season, was ranked like 2nd, 3rd in the state at the time. And ever since then, it seems like it's been like a little itch that I can't quite scratch. And so some days when I come in and just jump in with you guys, I might not feel the greatest as far as, you know, maybe I'm tired, maybe I'm hungry, maybe I'm whatever. But I started looking at the long-term goal. And for me, it's a matter of looking good and feeling good. That's it. The numbers are important, and do they kind of give you that mental boost? Yes, but it's a difficult process. Just like if you're trying to lose weight, but you enjoy ice cream. You got to look. Is that 10-minute fulfillment of eating the ice cream going to help me, or do I push that away and get the end result, 2 weeks later? So it's just a matter of really, really prioritizing, executing. Go read Extreme Ownership. There you go.
Yeah, go get a plug in. Another plug for Jocko and Extreme Ownership. Another personal example, 3 days ago, I was sitting down talking with 2 clients, and they asked me what my best clean has ever been, and I said that I've cleaned 350 pounds twice in my life. The last time I cleaned it was 2 Superfit championships ago. And I looked at them and I said, and you know what? I will probably never clean that weight for the rest of my life. I've hit it twice. I will never hit that weight. I think it's pretty clear that my training isn't focused on hitting a heavy ass clean anymore. Can I hit 300? Sure. Can I hit 315 maybe on a really good day? Sure. But I doubt I'll ever hit 350 again. You have to be pretty okay with yourself to take something that you focus a lot of time on to PR and then let that go. Talked with another client. She was on a 4-week program. She PR'd her clean after 4 weeks. And then she changed her goals, and she's doing personal training with me now. She wants to do better in Metcons, and she wants to do better or have a stronger core. I sat down and told her, I said, you just PR'd your clean. You have to be okay with letting that go now. You have to be okay with focusing on the 2 new goals that you have. You accomplished what you wanted. Now let's focus on the new goals. All right? So, one other thing. I saw Jared repost Heather Bergeron's blog post earlier today. Extremely good read. If you guys haven't seen it, I saw some ladies comment on it earlier. Really good read, and it goes along the lines of some things that we've been talking about. And one thing that I wrote down that I wanted to bring up during this podcast is everybody's so worried about their lifting PRs. Everyone in the CrossFit world is so worried about their Fran PRs. They're so worried about this PR, that PR, but no one wants to discuss their attitude PRs. No one wants to discuss their attitude and how shitty they can be. Okay? That's what Heather Bergeron was talking about, like, self-parenting. If your kid came home and said that they did terrible on a test when you know they put in the work and they tried their very best, you're not going to tell them, yeah, you're right, you should have tried harder. Yeah, you didn't do your best. Yeah, you suck. But yet we're so quick to tell ourselves that we suck. We're so quick to give our friends compliments and support and motivation, but we don't do that with ourselves. Okay? The shit that we have come out of our mouths for other people in a positive light, we need to be doing the same things for ourselves. Literally telling ourselves that out loud or in our heads. Okay? Let's start developing that. Let's start focusing on that. Your attitude PR will filter into your physical PRs. I promise you. Okay? You need a balance in your life. You need to take some time to yourself. Motivate yourself. Talk yourself up. Give yourself positive reinforcement. All right? And then you read the article and you posted it. So your thoughts on that, your thoughts on how we can help clients incorporate that into their training and focus on some attitude goals.
In case you guys haven't figured out, we're pretty big Ben Bergeron fans. We had the opportunity to go up and spend some time with him and his staff up at CrossFit New England, and it was just an awesome experience. So one thing that he's posted several times, he probably does it about once a month, something along the lines like this. If there was a microphone playing in your head and it broadcast so loud that everybody could hear it, would the words that you are broadcasting be what you want the world to hear? Woo! So if you're thinking, in the middle of the workout, God, this workout's not in my wheelhouse, I suck at this stuff, and if that's what you're saying in your head, and that was being broadcast to everyone else in the gym, is that what you would want them to hear? Of course the answer is no. So it goes back to what Sean was just talking about. The article I shared on Facebook, definitely read it. It puts things in a very good perspective that it's so easy to get down on ourselves and try to bring others up. And in some ways it's okay that, if you're having a bad day, you bring others up to help boost your morale. But at the same time, you got to think about one positive thing that you got out of that day. So back when I was being a little bit more regular with jiu-jitsu, you go in there, you absolutely get destroyed. I mean, there are some days it feels like you've gone backwards like 20 steps. And so you look back, well, what's one thing I did well? Okay, well, I didn't let this guy pass today. Or I didn't give up whenever the 195-pound guy was just smashing me into the ground. So come in here, pick one positive thing and write it down. So maybe I'll share it at some point in time. Whenever I type down and write down my workouts, I write how I felt that day. Anything that stuck out in my mind. It might have been, Jared, you broke up the deadlift when you didn't need to. You broke them up because you were mentally tired, but you weren't tired. Or didn't sleep well that night, or had a long day at work. All those things add up, but you can take the time to start adding in one positive thing. Did my set of 55 wall balls yesterday. I did them in 2 sets only. Like, awesome. That's something, if the wall balls are a difficult movement for you and you get that little positive thing, sometimes it helps because you'll see that every single day when you add in that new entry. Do it in sugar wad. Type in that little details. On this workout, got 30 double unders in a row. Awesome. Might have been a crap workout for you, but you got 30 double unders. So all those positive things are what keep you focused. Because I know I lost my focus there for a while, and doing things like that definitely keeps you in the right track for sure.
Yeah, it was interesting. Yesterday at 17.4, a client finished the row with like 2 seconds left, 5 seconds left, and they rolled off the rower and got one push-up in. So 10 minutes later, I'm sitting on the couch, and they come over, and they're shaking their head, and I said, you did great. They're like, nah, I should have done way better. I should have done way better. It sucked, blah, 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 blah. I said, well, what was your goal? And they said, to finish the row. So you finished the row, got one push-up in, so you got one rep better than what your goal was, but you were telling yourself that you should have done better. Again, I don't quite get it. You gotta acknowledge when you met your goal. Shit. I hit my goal and I got +1. That is awesome. All right? Give yourself some attaboys. Give yourself some self-high fives. Give yourself a fist bump. All right? On a daily basis, not just in the gym, out of the gym. And explode it, for sure. We're 15 minutes in, so let's do this one last thing. Jared, when you come into the gym, whether it be in the morning or at night, or you come in when you're not supposed to and you're watching classes, and you look around Shenandoah CrossFit, what do you see? Boo.
I think I got put on the spot with this question.
That's a good one.
What do I see? The first thing I typically look for whenever I watch classes, sometimes you'll hear like the coaches yelling a little bit, not in a negative way, but I love when I come in, I see people talking. Like if I come in, I'm coaching the 6 o'clock class, and the 4 o'clock class is over, and the 5 o'clock class is coming in, and there are people hanging around for 30 minutes after just talking and having fun. Like that's, to me, like that's the best part. And in the long term, you come in, you keep working out, you're going to get fitter. Like there's zero doubt about that. It doesn't matter. One thing I actually heard at my level 2 from Austin Malleolo, and it was awesome. It was a really good revelation for me. CrossFit is so powerful that even a poorly written program will get you PRs as long as it has some semblance of constantly varied functional movement performed at high intensity. Has any semblance of that, you're going to get fitter. And so, in the long term, yeah, programming is important, but it's not the most important thing. The most important thing is seeing the attitude that you guys come in with. I think you look around, whether it's at the 5 a.m. class, the 11 a.m., 9, whatever, any of the classes in the morning or in the afternoon, you don't see negativity brought in. You see people fist bumping, high-fiving, chatting, smiling the entire time. And to me, that's the most important part. That's what gets you coming in. You don't look at a workout and think, oh, I want to come in and crush this workout every single day. But you do want to go in and hang out with your friends. You do want to go in and work out with them or ask them how their kid's football game went. Or, hey, I saw you did a 5K run this weekend. I want to go and ask them how they did and talk to them. That's the things that I see. That's the things that I notice. And that, to me, those are the things that are most important at any affiliate. So
it's cool. I'm going to get a little metaphoric here. When I walk into the gym and I just stand and I get to look around, I basically see a big flywheel turning. I read in Good to Great, Jim Collins' popular book, is that building a business is like pushing a flywheel, a big heavy flywheel. At the start, you're putting a lot of time, a lot of effort into trying to get that flywheel moving, and you're exerting yourself extremely hard, and you don't actually see that wheel moving anywhere. You don't see it turning, and so you just keep pushing and you keep pushing, and after a while, it starts to rotate a little bit faster, and you keep exerting energy, and you keep pushing. And it goes a little faster and a little faster, and then as it starts to build momentum, it starts to spin faster, and you don't have to exert as much force into the flywheel, and then it starts spinning and spinning and spinning. And I'm using that as a metaphor here because I don't want to say that we're not putting in effort. We're definitely putting in effort. We're putting in smarter effort in different aspects of the business than we had 4 years ago. When I see that flywheel turning and I look around the gym, I see 5 years. It's basically five years from the day. It was about March or April when we first affiliated as Shenandoah CrossFit. We've put in a lot of work in 5 years, and it's really starting to come together. And the spokes on that flywheel, when you look at it, our facility itself is one spoke. Our team is one spoke. The clients are one spoke. The programming is a spoke, and the marketing and branding and everything else is a spoke. It's dialed in, and the hard work of trying to build the business at the first couple years when you only have 20 clients, it's really paid off now with 140. I think I did the count last night. 145 clients now, and it's going. And there's a lot of changes coming, but I think the base clients that we have are such good people that it's making our job a little easier. And, we lose a couple clients a month, and for the most part, they're people that never really committed to the program in the first place, and that's okay. We'll let them go. But the clients that we have are such good people. The team members that we have are such good people that I think it's just firing on all cylinders. And it's a cool thing to see that when you see, like Jared said, people standing around talking, asking about their kids and their sporting events, and talking about their new goals and what happened in the workout. It's just, it makes what we do a little easier, and when it makes it a little easier, it's 10 million more times enjoyable to walk in here with a big smile on your face and see that going on. And sometimes I'll see a bunch of people talking, and I will walk away, and I kind of just want to see and listen from afar, and throw the ball with the dogs and just let the flywheel turn. Let those people build the community within our facilities. I'm a big advocate of not marketing the community side of CrossFit. You guys are doing it for us within these four walls, and I'm very appreciative of that. And again, I don't want to take away any of the work we're doing. We're definitely still pushing the flywheel. It's smarter. It's smarter work. And I'm really excited about some changes that are coming this summer, and some things that'll be happening in a couple months. And excited to let you guys know some of that stuff. So just keep doing what you're doing. Jared, anything else?
I'm empty. I got nothing.
He's empty. I think we're physically empty too, or I don't think physically is the right word. We have to go eat lunch. It is 11:30. Hit a 20-minute AMRAP, Supper Saturday. Where you want to go? Piccadilly's?
I don't care.
Wings and French fries. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. I'll get this posted, published up on YouTube later this afternoon. Appreciate it.